channel. My name is Cleo, and if you're new here, I post videos related to health and fitness. If that's something that you're into, please feel free to hit the subscribe button. In today's video, I will be making 3 simple salad recipes for you guys, and it's something you can put together in about 5 to 10 minutes. All you need is a couple ingredients. So I made the serving size for all these salads for about 1 to 2 people, but feel free to double or even quadruple the recipe. All right guys, so the first salad is going to be a balsamic vinaigrette salad. And I like to have this over baby spring mix, but you can use this over arugula. You can use this over spinach. You can really use it over anything. And I like to pair this salad with steaks, chicken. It goes great with any grilled meat. I also kind of like to throw this together and just have it for lunch. For salad number 2, we are making a tomato, cucumber, and red onion salad. Again, this is super easy. I like to have this as a side, again, with meats. Or you can also really dress this up, and sometimes I like to get creative and throw in some feta. I like to throw in some garbanzo beans, corn. I also sometimes like to have this over a bed of lettuce. It's really good. Salad number 3 is going to be a easy tuna salad. Again, all you need is really a couple ingredients to put this together, and I like to have this with a side of bread. You can have this over lettuce if you're trying to keep it low carb. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start making some salads. So here's everything we're gonna use for salad number 1. All pretty simple ingredients. You could throw this together in about 5 minutes, and this is my favorite salad to have during the day for lunch. It goes well with any type of meat, with a steak, chicken, pasta. Here's the salad I use. I use the baby spring mix, and this has just been my favorite. I go through this in about a day or 2. Here we have some crumbled goat cheese, and you can go ahead and use feta cheese, blue cheese, whichever cheese you like. Again, it's all to your taste. There's no wrong or right here. I have a red onion, and we're gonna use about 1/4 of this. Here we just have a lemon, and again, we're gonna use maybe half of this since we're making a serving for 1. Here's some garlic, salt, pepper. Here I have the Bertolli balsamic vinegar. This one's really good. I actually really enjoy that brand. Here, just some extra virgin olive oil and some cherry tomatoes. And with the cherry tomatoes, feel free to add more or less to your preference. I take about a handful of that. So that's everything for salad number 1. We're gonna go ahead and take our red onion, and I'm gonna go ahead and slice this into 4ths since we're making this salad for 1. And I'm gonna just go ahead and thinly slice this. Please excuse my poor cutting skills. I am not a chef, but gets the job done. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and get a handful of cherry tomatoes. Again, feel free to add more or less to your preference. And I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these into halves, but if your tomatoes are larger than this, feel free to add more. And the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our lemon. Again, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this into 4ths. And for the dressing for a serving of 1, I actually am gonna just use 1 wedge. Next, I'm gonna take my olive oil, and I'm gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon to a mixing bowl. The next thing I'm gonna take is our balsamic vinegar, and I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of that into the bowl. But again, feel free to add more or less. Everything is pretty much to your taste with this dressing. There's no wrong or right here. Next, I'm gonna take my minced garlic. I'm gonna go ahead and add about 1/2 teaspoon, and I'm just gonna go ahead and season that with salt and pepper to taste. And lastly, we just go ahead and squeeze in that 1 lemon wedge into the dressing. And all we have left to do is just mix it all together. And I like to take a big bowl for this salad, and I'm just gonna go ahead and grab about 2 handfuls of the baby spring mix. Sometimes I'm feeling a little generous and I'll throw in about another half a handful. And I'm just going to go ahead and add the red onions we thinly sliced, as well as the tomatoes that we chopped up. Next, go ahead and take your crumbled goat cheese. Again, like I said, you could really use any cheese. I actually prefer feta cheese, but for some reason, the Ralph's by my place was completely out of it. So the goat cheese worked perfectly fine as well. And just go ahead and drizzle on your dressing on top. And there you go. Super easy salad, super filling. Like I said, goes great with anything or by itself. And there you go. That's it for salad number 1. All right, everyone, so these are all the ingredients that are going to go into salad number 2. Again, super simple. This is going to be a tomato, cucumber, and red onion salad. Here we just have half a lemon, a fourth of a red onion, about a handful of cherry tomatoes, cucumber. Here I have the Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and if you guys watch my other videos, you guys know I start my day off with this every day. Super good for you, has so many amazing benefits. Extra virgin olive oil, some sugar, garlic, sea salt, black pepper, and here I just have some crushed red pepper. This is totally optional. Feel free to top it off on yours. And the good thing with this salad is it's so simple. You just start off with a couple ingredients and you can really top it off with anything. I like to sometimes add corn, garbanzo beans. I like to throw this on top of a salad. So it's super versatile. We'll go ahead and get in and how I mix this all together, and I'll go ahead and list out the exact measurements in the description as well. Go ahead and grab our cucumber, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut the edges off, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half lengthwise, and from there I'm going to cut it into another half so that when we chop this up we get nice bite-sized pieces. And when I make the salad, I like to kind of keep them all relatively the same size. And we're just gonna go ahead and throw that into a large bowl. I really love cucumber in the summer, and I think it goes great with different types of salads. This has just been my go-to lately. Next thing we're gonna do is slice our red onion, and I'm actually going to dice it up this time. Again, red onion, perfect in salads, especially during the summer. And next I'm gonna go ahead and grab our cherry tomatoes, and just like the first salad, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these in half, but again, feel free to cut them into fourths if you prefer. And just throw that into the bowl. The next thing we're gonna do is work on our dressing, and I'm gonna start with 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. This has been our pantry staple, goes great with everything. Next, I'm gonna take our apple cider vinegar, and I just add 2 tablespoons of this, but feel free to add more or less. I'm going to take our minced garlic, and I'm just gonna add about half a teaspoon of this. And next I'm going to take some white sugar, and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons to the mixture, but feel free to use honey or whatever sweetener you have on hand. And next I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that 1 lemon wedge and squeeze that into our dressing, and then season it with salt and pepper to taste. And there you go, that's about it. Super easy dressing, just a couple ingredients, and you're gonna wanna go ahead and whisk that all together. And here's my favorite part, it's the taste test time. And it looks like I got it right the first time, but I usually add more or less olive oil or the apple cider vinegar to the dressing depending on how it tastes. And from there, just give it a good mix, and there you go. I just like to keep this refrigerated for about an hour. And once that's ready, I like to top it off with some red crushed pepper, and there you go. So here's everything that's gonna go into salad number 3, our final salad, and this is going to be a super easy tuna salad. Here I'm just using the Star-Kissed Chunk Light tuna, but you can use any tuna brand you like. I just got this one because it was on sale. It's about $1. Here I have some organic stone ground mustard. Again, feel free to use any mustard you have on hand. Mayo, sea salt, pepper, red onion, some celery, and some parsley, and that's about it. And again, I'm only making 1 serving, so feel free to double this recipe. We're only gonna use about a tablespoon of red onion, 1 stalk of celery, and about a tablespoon of some chopped parsley. Let's go ahead and put this all together. I'm gonna go ahead and start off by opening our tuna, and I went ahead and drained out all the water, and I'm just putting it into a mixing bowl. And to that, I'm gonna go ahead and add about a tablespoon to a tablespoon and a half of mayo. And next we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of mustard, but feel free to add more or less. Next, I'm just gonna dice up 1 tablespoon of a red onion. Next, I'm gonna take our celery stick. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the ends off, and I'm gonna just cut these up into bite-sized pieces. And I actually ended up only using about half of the celery stalk and save the rest for later as a topping. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab our parsley and chop up 2 tablespoons. Let me know in the comments what else you guys use parsley with, because I have so much of this left in the fridge. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and add that to our bowl. And then again, season with salt and pepper to your taste, and that's about it. Super simple, can put this together in about 2 minutes. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a good mix. And I'm gonna just go ahead and plate this for the aesthetics and top it off with some parsley. And there you go, super easy. I enjoy this with some toast and arugula, but like I said, you can really pair this with anything. All right guys, that's it for today's video. Please let me know in the comments if you try any of these salads out, and if you do, please let me know which one's your favorite. Thank you so much for tuning in, and feel free to drop a comment and let me know what your favorite go-to salad is this summer. And I love trying new recipes out. So again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.